Leader of Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to add my words to this very important debate. This is a budget speech. May I start by registering my displeasure through Honor the Vice President. Your Honor the Vice President, when Honorable Minister was delivering his speech, we had over 50% of your members sleeping. They should have been offering support to the minister because what he was doing was delivering a very, very important budget speech. I, however, gave a lot of support to Honorable Msokotwane because I promised him prior that I was going to support him right through, together with the members that are here. So for those that took a nap, I wish to register my displeasure. It was a wrong time to take a nap. You needed to support the minister. Mr. Speaker, as I look at the speech, I'll look at paragraph 3 and paragraph 6.
Now, just there, before you go ahead, Honorable Leader of Opposition, I know there was a time I allowed the member from the right. How does it feel to debate your friends? You may continue, because you were saying others were dozing. The House does not allow to debate ourselves. Hence, we should conform to the rules of the House. I wanted just to remind you.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, by practice, we enjoy a lot of camaraderie, with colleagues on the other side. I've been in Parliament with Honorable Mwimbu, Lufuma. We are friends, actually. We enjoy this. Sometimes we are only disturbed by third parties, but otherwise on our own we are fine. On our own we are very fine, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I'm looking at, I'll start with paragraph 3 that talks about, Madam Speaker, this is the third budget that the new Dawn administration is presenting to this House. And paragraph 6 is saying, Madam, ordinarily this should be achievements over an entire 5-year period. But this has happened in just 2 years. I thought this was very important, Mr. Speaker, to look at so that we isolate the 2 periods. The 2 years under the UPND when we have had enhanced CDF, but we also have a period under the PF when CDF was only 1.6. So the two must be separated and unpackaged so that people can understand. By way of example, Madam, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the health sector, for instance, the time CDF was 1.6, there were 650 health posts built countrywide. CDF was still 1.6. Mr. Speaker, even Lusaka International Airport, Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe Airport and Hari Mwangankumbula Airport were built in a period when CDF was 1.6. I'm laying my foundation so that we isolate the 2 periods. Mr. Speaker, Chingola Solwezi Road, the Bottom Road and Kazungula Bridge were built when CDF was 1.6. The houses for the army, police, ZAF and ZNS, built in Kabwe, Monze, Chongwe, and everywhere else, it was when CDF was still at 1.6. Mr. Speaker, CDF is a game changer. It was actually a game changer even at 1.6. Looking at the infrastructure that happened in this country when CDF was 1.6. So I agree with those that say CDF is a game changer. The industrial yards, Mr. Speaker, countrywide, were built when CDF was at 1.6. The fuel storage facilities in Impika, Solwezi, and everywhere else were built when CDF was 1.6. The milling plants dotted around the country, Mr. Speaker, over 2,000 communication towers were built when CDF was at 1.6. I therefore wish to agree that indeed CDF is a game changer and has been a game changer even at 1.6. The Lusaka 400 township roads, the Copper Belt 400 township roads were built when CDF was at 1.6. Mr. Speaker, this was just but an example. During that time, Mr. Speaker, we did not have challenges where government officials were fighting with MPs to commission projects. There was no problem. In my constituency, Mr. Speaker, boreholes were commissioned by councillors. I have never commissioned a borehole myself. Boreholes were commissioned by councillors, Mr. Speaker. So the difference between the two periods, of course, I have to give credit. Under the enhanced CDF, we have commissioned the number 1x3 classroom blocks. Desks, I've handed over desks. A few clinics. I mean, we can't say there's nothing that has happened under enhanced CDF. So in as much as there was 1.6, there were visible projects that I've just outlined. But also under enhanced CDF, we are now fighting under the enhanced CDF, we are fighting to commission 1x3 classroom blocks. Mr. Speaker, I'll go to my discussion. I was laying my foundation. Mr. Speaker, that background relates to what I didn't see in this budget. What I wanted to see in this budget was a response to what is happening on the ground. Right now, the biggest fight that we have is to fight poverty. And to be able to fight poverty, we must industrialize. To industrialize, we must invest, and particularly in backbone infrastructure. When we were investing in communication towers, trunk roads, bridges, and the energy sector, being able to improve generation, Mr. Speaker, from independence, Zambia was only generating 1,600 megawatts. The time we're leaving power, we're over 3,400. We had more than doubled. Mr. Speaker, what we are talking about is when you want to industrialize, when you want to attract investment so that you can create employment and then be able to fight poverty, you must consider what investors look at. Investors look at your power generation. How's your energy sector? They look at communication. They look at other infrastructure. So if you look at the budget, for instance, in 2021, it jumped from 120 billion to 170. There was a very good jump of 70 or 50 billion in the budget. But from 2021, 22, and now, what infrastructure have we seen under the UPND? Mr. Speaker, I agree that there's been 1x3 classroom blocks, desks, and others. But when we want to attract investments, investors don't care about those things. They are very important to our people. But we must be focused on what is our fight. Our fight is to fight poverty. If we're fighting poverty, we can't go and display desks, 1x3 classroom blocks and boreholes. Our investors are looking at backbone infrastructure. They are looking at infrastructure that will enable them to industrialize. We have to be able to industrialize. Mr. Speaker, the focus is on poverty. Our focus, our biggest fight is on poverty. We can go to town and praise ourselves and say everything else. If we don't tackle poverty, then we have a problem. In tourism infrastructure, I think as PF, when CDF was 1.6, I wish to pay a glowing tribute to my colleagues. Honorable Mtoto Kafuaya, well done. Chitalu Chilufia, well done for the health posts. Chito Tela, well done. Kazungula Bridge, Solwezi, Chingola Road, well done. I want to pay tribute to my friends. Mr. Speaker, the issue was on backbone infrastructure. David Mabumba, well done. Over 1,000 secondary schools in that period. And CDF was at 1.6. Indeed, CDF is a game changer. And I want to continue believing that. So for colleagues that are, I know there are a few friends that may be new to the House, and they believe that development is only through CDF. Colleagues, I want you to see me over a cup of tea. I explain to you what development is. When I see you excited with these small projects, I sympathize. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. Because we are talking about real backbone infrastructure that we've demonstrated. My friend from Kazungula, if you got Kazungula Bridge, I don't know how many CDFs would go into that bridge. Kaputa, Mr. Speaker, there is a water project for 170 million kwacha. One project, 170 million kwacha, when CDF was at 1.6. If it was now, it would take the entire 5 years for that single project. Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I wish to thank you most sincerely.